Last year. We'll go ahead and get this tapped. They say you want to do about waist level. Alright, you gonna pound that one then?
Yeah.
Alright, be careful.
Yeah.
Oh no, not that hard, you'll break it. Ooh, she is full. Can you taste it? Yep, tastes fine.
Is that taking the dog off?
So we got a cooking bucket ready to go. And once that pot gets low enough, we'll add it to the pot. That's called sweetening the pot. So all you're doing is adding in your raw sap to already boiled down sap. So obviously it's not even close to the sugar stage. I know they make devices out there to check your sugar content, but I haven't invested in one of those yet. I don't know, they're probably not super crazy expensive, but you know, when you're out boiling sap, it's necessary to have a beer in hand. We're going through and doing this. We'll throw that bucket under there with the filter. We'll just empty it into that. I'll throw my bucket right down there on the ground, empty it over it, and just keep adding it to the pot. So we started at about 2:30. It's about 3 now. So we got, well, that 48 quart cooler full, and then about 2.5, 3 gallons there, and then I think that's a 6 gallon pot. So she's a frickin' rolling, if you know what I mean. Alright guys, so here's the problem with propane and a turkey fryer. The flame keeps going out from the sap that boils over. And I gotta constantly relight it. What are some other methods to keep it from going down in there and not boiling over? Or I guess basically dripping down into that and putting it out. I mean, it was boiling. You can see it's plenty hot. I just don't know what else to do. Keeps, obviously, besides not filling the pot so high, but I guess there's really only one thing to do. Have a beer and sit here and watch it, I guess.
I get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the how close it starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped
All right, here's our first sweet in the pot. Sure smells sweet. So I figured out, as long as I don't fill it up too high, it doesn't overboil and shut my thingy off. I put batteries in this shut off here, and that still didn't make a difference. It has like a timer where it shuts off after 20 minutes, so I just taped it off and she's going now, so.
I forgive the pain you gave to me so long ago. Sleepless nights I laid awake just begging to let go. I almost got to suicidal thoughts, but you stepped in. An angel sent from heaven showed me how to live again. I can't see the bringing me down. I can't breathe and I don't wanna die.
Alright guys, so I've been boiling on and off for boil down about 50 gallons maybe.
I can help you out. I can help you out. I can help you out.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to.
So that's pretty full. We're gonna have to probably separate that into 2 pans. So
No one
I'll
likes
go grab
being
another
lied
pan. We
to.
got 10 gallons still in my cooler there.
You made
Got it
this
sitting on
lesson
a
with me
bed of snow to keep it cool. It's out of the sun for the most part. I mean, it's cloudy today, but we'll we gotta rinse this out with some water. And like I said, I've went through 2 of these tanks. So it costs $10 to fill it. So we're sitting at $20 right now so far. So let's go grab another pan and we'll put that in another pan just so it's not so full. And then once it starts boiling down in the house, we'll be able to transfer it over. All right, so we got our syrup in the house now. It's concentrated right down. I'm gonna bring this up to a boil. It's gonna probably hang around 210, 212 until majority of the water's out. I just use this Therm Pro and I try to get it to 219. So I have it set for 218. Alarm will go off and then I can watch it for the last minute till it climbs up to 219. So this will probably take, it's 10 o'clock now, it'll probably take an hour. So make sure your wife loves you because it makes a sticky mess on the hood. So just gotta wipe it down is all. Then we'll do our final strain when we pour it into our jars. We'll get those sanitized and cleaned in some hot soapy water. So let's do that. Alright, so we got those all soaking. I got a combination of everything. I got some smaller syrup bottles. I got a big one, and then I got I think it's a 4-ounce mason jar, maybe 5, 6 ounce, something like that. So that's boiling now. It's hanging right around 217-ish. It bounces back and forth between 216, 218. So we'll let that go a little bit longer until she gets to the ending point. Like I said, it's gonna, you can see up here where it's leaving, it's gonna leave a little bit of a film from just syrupy water, you know, that comes out of there. So let's get her boiled down. Coming along nicely. This is what I was talking about, how it makes a mess. See how it's dripping up in here, down onto the stove. So I just try to be a little bit of ahead of it, and while it's still warm, I wipe her down while it's doing it. Keeps bouncing back and forth from 217 to 220. When I stir it, it drops back down. So you can see it's sitting at 219 right now. Starting to thicken up a little bit. So she's just about done. We're gonna get a lot on this batch. Must be the sugar content was pretty high this go around. So when she starts foaming pretty good like that, that's how you know it's getting close. Alright, so you can see we're at our point. We got about 2 to 3 inches of foam. We're at our boiling point. So let's go ahead and get it transferred over to our last filter. So for my final filter, all I do is like not a super cheap paper towel, a strainer, and I pour it into a bucket. Gotta be careful, it's pretty hot. Basically the same concept as a cheesecloth. As that goes through, it's filtering it a couple times. It's got the paper towel and then the screen filter as well. I don't know if we're gonna have enough containers. We'll see, I guess. Got a lot more out of this batch than I thought. This isn't, I don't sell it. This is just for my own use. I'll give some to family and stuff as well, but I don't sell it, so I'm not super particular about everything. And then once this starts getting a little full, I'll just pick it up. Ooh, it's hot. Change out my paper towel. The paper towel we use is just Viva. Oh, bud. Nice job. See how dark that is. That's just your fine sugars. See how there's still some sediment down there? That's what you're doing your final filter on. So it's just leaves, you know, that looks like a leaf right there, maybe some bark or whatnot, but that's why you do your final filter. It ain't gonna hurt you. It's been boiling for, 20 hours probably. So keep doing her. So I just put a bowl down, so if I have any spillover, at least it's in there, not making a huge mess. This is gonna be my first bottle I fill. I got a little funnel in there. This is still draining off, so. Look at that. Beautiful golden amber color. I just transferred it into something a little bit easier to pour. Like I said, it's still hot. Glasses are all keep cleaned. Get them poured in.
Jones to pour it in, so we'll pour the rest into this. I'm sure we're gonna have some left over. We're gonna buy some more. Or just go over the mountains and steal more of those mason jars. What's that? That's overloaded.
Alright, so there's our final product. We got these 3 smaller ones. We got that. There's just a little bit left over there. That's a gallon. And I think that's 20 ounces maybe. Not sure. So we got a lot of syrup this first batch. Like I said, it was about 50 gallons of sap that I boiled down over the 2 days. Took 2 tanks. And we got quite a bit, so we'll probably save this one for ourselves, and then I'll just give those away. If you guys liked the video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button for me and subscribe. Post new videos every Tuesday. Like always, shoot straight.